Hey, welcome back to the Chammy. My hair's falling apart. The only channel on YouTube where you can have a bad hair day with me at a house in a creepy graveyard and get a professional tarot card reading all at the same time. I came by to see if anybody needed some help with anything. It is happy hour. That means that I have stuff going on that usually are not going on at other times. Like the free yes nos, the taco boxes. Just go ahead and check out the description. Everything you need to know is in the description. What is going on with my hair? So today's been kind of crazy. Wow, the static electricity in here is really crazy. And Avast keeps spamming me. Yeah, if you just found us that we're not live, go ahead and skip to the end for the free collective message. What's going on with my hair? Any hoodle noodles. Happy Friday. I hope everyone's having a good day and a good start to their weekend. Went to pay my rent. My landlord cussed me out about a tree. It's very uncomfortable. So I couldn't talk to him about fixing the air conditioning. So whatever. The moment I find a new haunted house, it's going to be peace out. So also I'm going to have a slumber party later. So come by. I'll have the spirit box. Maybe I'll even find the damn battery I bought for the REM pod. Or maybe I'll find a battery that works and we can put it in the REM pod. I'd love to find somebody who wants to volunteer to do an Estes method. Molly's been not feeling very well for quite some time now. She just got over COVID. Well, she's trying to get over COVID. So we haven't done a Estes method. I just haven't really had the energy either too, because it takes a lot of energy out of me. But maybe Tiffany or Laura will be up for something like that this weekend at one of the slumber parties, or maybe one of y'all want to donate your time to make an Estes method happen. So an Estes method is when I will get together with somebody who's on the chat or a friend, and you'll call me on the phone, or we'll do two people at a time on the stream together, and one person will ask questions, which I never know what the questions are, while I'm blindfolded and have the spirit box on headphones in my ears. So what will happen is the translator, which is me, but the person who's communicating with the spirits will ask the questions, and I will answer the questions vocally in regards to whatever the spirits my answer back to the person. So usually it takes 3 people to do an Estes method. There's myself, and then there's the questionnaire, and then there's a protector, which I usually have someone here at the home knowing that I'm doing an Estes method, and they'll stay in the room with me or nearby so that, if anything weird happens, which it has before, or just anything happens, they're there for me to make sure I'm safe. Because an Estes method can be pretty creepy to do. Though we've never really had anything spooky come through, and if we have, I've told it to go back to where the sun don't shine, basically, and it's never come back. You okay? What you doing? Okay, give my flowers some water. Thank you. You want to go for a walk soon? Or are you beat? Not today. Okay. Guess we're not going for a walk today. Oh, well. I'm going to put some things in chat for anybody who might come by and need to be in the now in regards to what's going on for tarot during the happy hour. Doing a free yes, no, maybe so, sometimes why kind of free questions, as well as paid readings. Paid readings are only $1 per minute. There's plenty of different types of readings, from the $5 taco box to the $33 in-depth reading that you can get. PayPal, Cash App, Venmo only. is going on with this phone? It's like so haunted. There's a mosquito in the house, so hopefully it's male and it won't eat us. Hey Ari, how are you, sweetheart? Well, let's find out. Spirit, is Ari going to be moving late fall, early winter of this year? Okay, those are both face down. And that happens. I just like to assume Spirit's like not those cards. So Spirit says, yeah, it's quite possible. In that King of Pentacles, the only thing that's keeping you behind maybe might be like the financial situation. But that card saying trust in the process, and that King of Pentacles might be like a slow moving thing. That's why it might take a little bit of time. The late fall, early winter. You're welcome, sweetheart. So I'll be back tonight for the slumber party if you want to come by and hang out. Not sure what movie yet, but definitely want to do one and do some readings and stuff. Hang out with the spirit box. Excuse me. Excuse me. Jesus, that interest rate is ridiculous. Fudge. are you going to eat for dinner, Dad?
What else is the books?
All I have is fish. There's some.
What have you done?
Yes, I know. I'm doing a live show. I just took a break for a minute.
How do you can buy it the other way?
Yeah? Oh, yeah, that's no way out. Thank you for responding. I appreciate that, honey. I don't have that guy's number. I don't have his number or stay in contact with him. I just pay my rent directly to Chipper. That's why I said just call Chipper. Don't worry about the property manager. Hey, Dizzy Stitches Crochet. I love crocheting. Just wanted to say hi. I saw you pop up. How are you, sweetheart? And yes, crocheting can make you dizzy. Any kind of knitting can, really. Right on. Sorry about that noise. I apologize. Let me turn it off. Oh, that's a really cute name. My friend's little girl, her name is Desi Blue. Do you like to crochet? I haven't done it in a very long time. But it can be a really nice, relaxing therapy. Oh, I wish I could afford makeup. I'm not really, though, too into makeup like I'd like to be, though. I'm actually, I absolutely love makeup, but I'm just funny about buying it because I don't want to buy anything that has any kind of slave labor behind it or anything that has any kind of anything like that has any animal, human, or child labor behind it. And about 10, 15 years ago, a lot of the makeup companies, I stopped wearing makeup, so I very rarely do I wear it unless I'm like going to do some stage stuff or music stuff. But yeah, same with me. It was quite disturbing to learn how many companies use child, animal, baby animal, and forced human labor. Goya is one of them. I don't know if you've ever heard of Goya, but they sell international food products like a lot of black beans in general, foods to make a lot of Spanish cooking foods. And Goya uses, they even have like the canned milks and stuff like that. They use child animal labor, like baby monkeys. I was like, unbelievable. Right on, right on. Just give me some black eyeliner, some white paint for my face, and red lipstick, and I'm ready to go. That's my war paint. White, black, and red. um, I really like that effect where you put the knit stocking over your face and use chromes or shadow or blush to make the mermaid scale, dragon scale look on the skin. I love that. I love doing that. Yes, kiss. Oh my gosh. Uh-oh. Oops, everything's jiggling. I love Kiss so much. The actual heads. It has like every single candy in it you'd ever want from Pez and all four of the guys. Look at Gene, he's so sexy. Usually I keep that on. I keep it here with me on the live. I've been packing because I had a lot of art projects I had to finish up, and everything was just everywhere. And, you know, when you have ADHD, it's like you either work too much, or you don't work at all. You eat too much, or you don't eat at all. You sleep too much, you don't sleep at all. Everything's extreme, or nothing is extreme at all. Hey, Rosie, how are you, sweetheart? Welcome to the chammy. Oh my gosh, that sounds so cool. I would love to see that. You okay? Are you watching wrestling? Is it on tonight?
Yeah. What are you doing?
Thank you guys so much for the subscriptions. I'm just doing a live show, Dad. What are you doing?
You're right.
Did you find something to eat?
I don't want that soup that you want to eat last night to eat it.
Yeah, no, I don't want to eat anything.
What is this?
That is an old Atlanta Journal magazine from the 9/11 when 9/11 happened. Yeah, it's got every person's name on it that died in 9/11. on the planes. Thanks so much for your subscription. I really appreciate that. You want to try a tACOBOX? That would be awesome. I've been here for about an hour, but I'll be here all night. I'm going to have a slumber party a little bit later, too, if you guys want to come by. I'm also doing, I usually like to do a movie on Friday nights. Usually it's a old noir horror film. It's usually a silent film. Yes, you can ask yes or no free questions. And you can get a $5 tACOBOX, just $5, 3 questions. Or you can get the upgrade, which is $6. You get to ask 4 questions. And you get a channeled message from a loved one or a spirit guide through a tarot card or a song or a poem. Or the spirit box, but the spirit box needs to get charged for tonight's show because that's when we do the ghost hunting at night and we do the spirit boxing. So, like, if you get a tACOBOX, you'll actually get to ask 4 questions if you get the $5 one because you get your free yes or no dizzy. If you get the $6 tACOBOX, you get to actually ask 5 questions because you'll get to ask a free yes or no. Will he contact you? If you believe he will contact you, Rosie, yes. So what are you telling yourself? Are you sitting around? Are you sitting around waiting for him to contact you, or are you sitting around expecting him to contact you? Do you see the difference in the energy? It's like you either believe in God or not. Somebody, I had some other analogy about it the other day that somebody just couldn't understand. So I put it to them like that, and they're like, "Oh, okay, I get it." So it's kind of like that. He's either contacting you or not. The more that you say that you're in no contact, the more that you're just going to create that with your thoughts and feelings, because your thoughts and feelings are the most powerful things that create your reality. Everything in this room had to have a thought that you see me sitting in, and your life is very much like that. You are waiting for him to contact you, but look, he is going to contact you. There's a little bit of change going on in his life in that 8 of Cups. He's turning his back on some negative stuff and toxic stuff that's going on with his life because he wants to be a more mentally wealthy person. He wants to show up to people the best version of himself in this King of Swords. He's keeping his head above the clouds. He's trying to find the sense of humor in things. So, don't be afraid to reach out. Just ask how he's doing if it doesn't trigger you. But stop waiting around for him to call you or text you or message, because that's just blocking him vibrationally. You know, you guys aren't separate. So what's happening is you're thinking, you're waiting, you're wondering what's going to happen. He's thinking, I wonder, I'm waiting, and maybe a little bit, I don't know. Because he's picking up on your thoughts and feelings, even if he doesn't know where they're coming from, because you're not separate. It's just science. So now it's time to write a news story. He's going to get in touch with you when he's ready, and you're going to go on about, expecting the excitement of how it's going to be when y'all connect next time. And he does reach out. And don't be afraid to reach out unless it triggers you. If it triggers you, try to figure out why it's triggering you so you can work through that. There might be, through triggers, we figure out what's going on subconsciously that we don't know consciously so that we can correct it consciously. So keep me updated. Let me know if you need anything. Keep me updated. Let me know how it works out, because it could, just changing your thought and your feelings about it, it could help move things along within 5 minutes, 5 hours, might be 5 days, 5 weeks. But I don't think it'll take that long. I think within the next 5 days, you'll probably hear from me. But, don't be afraid to reach out. Guys like nothing more than to be romanced as well. All right, great. I would love to hear about it, Rosie. Thank you for coming by. Thanks for liking the live, and thanks for being a subscriber. I hope you have fun checking out the shorts on the dog videos and the music I have uploaded and any other kind of fun ghosty stuff that might be on the channel. I need to go through the last year and a half of all the lives and go and get clips from the ghost hunting and like just put it all together for y'all to be able to share it on the channel. So much I want to do, so little time. We need 25 hours in a day, so I could sleep for 12 hours, work for 12 hours, and have 1 hour to myself a day. Me and clock time. Who needs daylight savings time? We need that extra hour. Okay, sweetheart. I'll be here, Dizzy. You're so welcome, Rosie. Everything will be fine. When I start finding that, people are not contacting me that I want to be in contact with, I try to calm myself down and get into the idea how much fun it is going to be when I do hear from them. It helps me a lot to bring their energy to back to me. Thank you so much for your donation. What are your questions, sweetheart? Let's find out. I bet there is. Spirit, what does Destiny need to know about anything coming good towards her in August of 2024? What does she need to know about that? Let me just skip this ad real quick because I don't want it to put you into Advil. Spirit, what does Destiny need to know about what's coming good towards Destiny this August 2024? What does she need to know, Spirit? It's called Spirit Sweetheart. But Spirit is a sweetheart. So I always find it interesting when the cards do that. Like they'll show you something, they'll give you a peek of something. So I think Spirit was just responding to what I said to it. Yeah, Spirit's like, yeah, I give options. I am a sweetheart. Yes. Let me put that back in the deck. It's not for your answer, but that is Spirit responding to me, calling it a sweetheart. Spirit, what does she need to know about what's coming good in August for her? Financial security and the Emperor. Maybe there's some love interest coming into your life, or a love interest you already have that they want to make sure not only that you're stable in your financial security and situation, but they do want to show up the best version of themselves to you. It could be a brother, it could be a father, it could be a friend, it could be a new love interest. But the Emperor is definitely energy that's coming in to let you know, yes, there is definitely good all around you right now as we speak, even if you're not quite aware of it. Protection, protective energy, like who whatever this is it's something that's good coming in for you to protect you. It's almost as if it's like communication as well, like somebody wants to communicate. I say that because Wands is about communication. Seven of Wands in general is about protecting yourself, sticking up for yourself, defending what you feel is right, protecting others. But in this case, it's like, what's coming good for you? Yeah, protection. Spirit has a lot of protective energy around you in this Emperor and this Seven of Wands. So also protect your thoughts, protect your imagination. Put a do not disturb sign on that imagination. Spirit, what is good that's coming in? So we also had a couple of these cards upright. Let me explain them to you real quick. Go ahead and let me know what your other questions are. But you've got this burdensome card here in the Ten of Wands. And you see Sophia from the Golden Girls. She's got all those sticks on her back. I feel like what this is saying with the Emperor and this energy card and the Seven of Wands before that Ten of Wands came out of the deck is it's basically saying, you know, look, Spirit's got your back. Spirit's holding you up high. There's some energy coming in from somebody new or somebody you already know, but I think it might be somebody new, this Emperor card. Because the Emperor is such a fresh and new kind of energy. It's not so much like the Fool, but it is very much talking about, like, I feel like you're somebody who's like looking for the one. I feel like Spirit's saying that they're bringing you somebody special who is the one. You will see the one, even if it's not someone new, it's someone who wants to protect you from burdens in your life. You know, they want to make loving choices in this Lover's card, loving actions, have loving thoughts, share loving things, loving nostalgic moments they want to build upon in their life with you to create again and again and again. In that Six of Cups, that is the energy behind that Lover's card. They don't want to bring you bad times. Really? Wow. I wonder if this is saying he's going to ask you to marry him. I just say that because whoever it is, you would know better than me. Okay. You would know better than me. That's why when I do these readings, they're intuitive readings based on you taking what resonates and running with it. I mean, what doesn't resonate, don't leave it behind because it could be something that comes up in the not too distant future. But it's definitely somebody who wants to create nostalgic moments with you again and again and again in this lifetime. They want to make sure that you're financially secure, financially stable, happy, protected, safe. This person does have a big heart on for you, HEARTON. They don't want to lose you. They might be thinking, I think they might be thinking about asking you to marry them. I don't know why I'm getting that. You guys might already be married, like spiritually, but trust the process. Spirit says this person is in your life. This goodness that's in your life, coming into your life for you now, is only going to take you to higher ground. So trust the process. In this Six of Swords and this Eight of Swords, you've got to, stay on that strict mental diet. Pure thoughts, good thoughts. Good thoughts come to people who have them. Not married legally. Well, I think he might ask you to marry him. I can think that, but I also feel it. Because it's like, what's coming good for me in August? Well, protection, financial burdens taken off your back, nostalgic moments, loving choices. And, there might even be somebody, the reason he might even be getting that Emperor card is because somebody who's a friend, a family member. So here's a huge transformation for you. You've got the Death card and the High Priestess. Somebody might be bringing in some kind of more financial stability for you. This Death card doesn't mean death, but it is one of the most positive cards that you can get in the deck in regards to transformation. And Spirit saying, that it's seeing you guys transform into something in this High Priestess where it's like, look, understand I've got your back. I'm here for you. Stay on your throne. Stay on your pedestal. What is it that you want? I'm here to give it to you, Spirit says, and that High Priestess. Wow, that's amazing. What other questions do you have, sweetheart? Second in question is anything my ancestors want you to know? Okay. All right, let's find out. Spirit, are there any questions? I mean, second question for Dizzy is, are there anything that her ancestors want her to know? I feel like when I do that kind of question, I need to use the liminal space deck because these are like direct. I like to see, I feel like these cards, these oracle cards, are like direct messages from Spirit. So now, since we're really directly asking him questions about other loved ones of yours, other spirit ancestors, people, we're going to ask Spirit straight up. So, burn the idols, void burger. I think they're saying, quit eating burgers, and anyone or anything that you think might be an idol of yours, reassess who they are and what they are to you, because they want you to. They want you to be safe. They don't want you to be in this burning kind of energy. So I think they're saying something about not only your physical health, but once again your mental wealth. They just want the best for you. In this void burger, burn the idols kind of card energy. Season of the Witch. This is my birthday, actually, Halloween. So I feel like with these two cards together, what Spirit's saying about your ancestors is, we're always with you and near you and close by. We're not separate, and it's always kind of Halloween for us, but we like it. All right. But stop with avoid the long lines, avoid, anything that burns you mentally, physically, emotionally. Turn your back on anything that might seem chaotic to you. If there's somebody that you really like that might be a celebrity and they say something or do something that doesn't rub well with you or just turn your back on it. Don't be so judgmental of them, but at the same time, you don't have to follow what everybody else out there is saying. They want you to be healthy and they want you to have fun in your spiritual, path, but also in your life as well. Let's see what else. Kathy, Grandma Kathy. I have multiple sclerosis, so everything burns me out. Yeah. I totally understand. So in the passing of time, show me your original face, the one you had before your parents were born. So I feel like what Spirit is saying is like, yeah, I'm definitely your family members, your ancestors, the people that, have passed on during the passing of time. They see your true face and they want you to keep working on that inner spirit, that soul journey that you're on, because you guys are not separate. You see them, your ancestors here. It took a million children for you to get here, so it's great that you had kids. Hopefully they will too, because did you know that when we don't have children, you break like a line of children, like a million children that were born just to bring you here? Isn't that crazy? What other messages do you have for her, Spirit? And what other questions do you have today? Yeah, let your edges be liquid. So maybe Spirit's also saying, maybe your guided loved ones are saying that maybe some kind of, and also focus on your dreams. People would rather you stay a caterpillar, but keep being the butterfly that you are. But that let your edges be liquid. That's all about, like, maybe I feel like, maybe Spirit is saying your ancestors are saying that more water, maybe water exercises for your multiple sclerosis, maybe some kind of more time close to water, the beach, the ocean, lakes, drink more water, something like that. Any other messages before we move on to the next question, Spirit, from her ancestors? What do they want her to know? Yeah, rewrite your history. Rewritten history. So what is it that you want it to look like from today on out? What is it that you want? Try the 369 method with that. Pick 3 things that you want and explore how they feel to you, and then explore how they might feel to you if you had them already. Maybe if you've got some time, if you sit down with those 3 things 6 times a day and think about them and having that in your life nine times. I know it sounds crazy, but it's Nikola Tesla's theory on manifesting and creating through thought and electrical energy. They don't want children. They'll change their minds. TikTok. Knock, knock, TikTok. Sparkle, bitch, sparkle. Sparkle, sparkle, bitch, cord cutting. So yeah, spirits, and let it break. So your ancestors are basically saying, whatever it is that didn't serve you, let it go. You were meant to shine. All right. Maybe you're supposed to do something special pretty soon with music, art, the things that you enjoy, and sharing it more on social media by rewriting your history and the ideas of what you want the rest of your life to look like. You want grandbabies? You can manifest it. They don't. Your kids don't have any will in your reality. That's what Spirit just said. Burn the idols. The ideas of like the things that you feel that you can't have access to. You can. You are the magic wand here. You are the majestic ass queen of your reality. I know, right? I know. Yeah, she'll change her mind. They'll change their minds. I thought I didn't want to get married or have kids either. Everyone I ever met hurt me or broke my heart. And I don't think they did it intentionally or out of hate. They just did it because they were dumb boys. And even guys I haven't dated have hurt me. So I was just like, I don't really know if I want to mess around with this because, I was uncomfortable with poor treatment and but now that I'm older, it's kind of like, even if I did look back at all the people I've met or, the people I could have been with, I'm not really sure I would have been happy married to any of them. Nor am I sure that I would want any of them to be the father of my children. But that doesn't mean that I don't want them now. I mean, I'm in my 30s now. I don't want to be my dad's age and be alone. He's like 105. Yeah. Just one will be fine. Just one walk of art. What other questions do you have? Okay, let's find out. Spirit, what does she need to know about her oldest moving out for college or going to college? How will this year be for her? Will she be successful? Spirit says yes. And the Three of Wands, yeah, she will. And she just might be very successful without having any tower or bad moments in that reverse tower. That's a lot of good energy. Three of Wands is saying that also, she's going to meet a lot of nice people and have a lot of good communication with them and have little to no problems, honestly. I love that name. It's a beautiful name. Let me skip this ad. What other questions do you have? Then you have one more question, and then you can do a free yes or no if you want. Oh, that's wonderful. Oh my God, that's so cool. Yay. Okay. Oh, nice. My mom was a computer scientist for NASA. That's awesome. She might find it to be more interesting at one point in time to be a computer scientist for NASA, but video games are cool too. I want to be a computer scientist for NASA. That sounds like a lot of fun though. There used to be this like game where you could build a video game. I used to play it. It was a lot of fun. And I have learned a lot of stuff about building video games, making you know virtual worlds out of nothing through a program called Second Life. But it did take me a very long time to learn how to build. But anything that you can imagine, you can create there. Yeah, my mom had a master's degree in computer science. Yeah. Okay. Take your time. Usually a reading like this would take about 5-6 minutes. But it's your first time and nobody else is here, so it's fine. We can take our time. Sometimes people don't always know their questions, so I understand. Okay. Spirit, does Desi's grandpa um she wants to ask him, is this person Terry? Is Desi's grandpa accepting of the friendship that Desi has with Terry? What does Desi need to know about that? Okay, that was face down. So do I have my cards upright or not? So it looks like a no in this Ace of Pentacles. Grandpa thinks that Terry might not be as practical as Grandpa would like Terry to be. All right. But at the same time, it's as if Grandpa does understand that the connection that you have with this person in this Knight of Pentacles is, well, your friendship with them is well balanced. You know, it does bring you some kind of joy in this pentacle. And damn, I didn't get to that ad. I don't know if you're still there. It probably put you in an ad, but Grandpa is also of a very different generation. So while Grandpa might not approve, all right, with this no, thinking that Terry's like not a practical person, um, with the upright Knight of Pentacles, that's a reversed Ace of Pentacles energy, reversed King of Wands. it still shows that Grandpa does understand why you might want to actually be friends with this person. So while Grandpa might not be accepting because Grandpa is from a different time generation, has different thoughts, Grandpa's still very understanding and understands that you might feel like this person brings some kind of balance to your life. Emotional balance, security, maybe even some kind of financial security. Like if you needed $5 or you were hungry, this person would offer you comfort, safety, honesty. I know that sounds a little bit strange, but upright would be yes, but because it came out reversed, it's no. So why? What is the energy behind why? Once again, Grandpa is not accepting too much of the friendship with Terry. They don't feel like whoever Terry is a practical person. All right, but Grandpa's from a different generation, and Grandpa does understand though. Okay, that or why this might be an important friendship to you. She's very blunt. It's probably a little different for Grandpa being blunt like that. All right, let's find out. Is that going to be your yes or no? Let's find out. Somehow, half of my cards got upright and half of my cards got backwards. 1 second. Oh, 10 years. It's a long time, love. I don't think I've ever really had a real boyfriend since my husband thing left about a decade and a half ago. And I'm fine with that. I mean, I'm fine with being alone. I'm a smart girl. I mean, it doesn't mean that I want to be alone. It's just that, um, yes, he does accept James. He might think James is a fool, but a wonderful fool. The alpha and the omega of your connection, the person that makes you feel safe to take risks in life and enjoy it more than say not enjoy it in that full card. Yeah, he probably did. Yeah, Grandpa has pretty good energy. He sounds like a fun guy, feels like a fun guy. But he's also an old cat. Like he's different generation. So his thoughts are a little bit different than ours. His belief system at least. And he's not reincarnated yet. He's still there. He's still in his energy kind of, because just because we don't have our rental car, which is our body, we're still very much alive. Yeah. Yeah. And Capricorns, they like to be in control of things. They like that. They like to be, but they're also the unicorn mermaid of the zodiac. So they're pretty interesting. I like Capricorn. I'm going to get you a song. Here you go, honey. I hope that you like this song. I heard this song while we were chatting about your grandpa, so maybe it will have a definitive message for you or something. I'm I've never been too into like pop music, but I do like this song. Yeah, I understand. When my grandpa died, I never understood how he called us on the phone after he died, but I didn't know he was dead when he called us on the phone. Like, my sister said he died in May, but he called in July. And then later that year in October, my sister told my mom that her dad passed away. And I was just like, what? And I was just heartbroken that nobody even bothered to tell us. But I'm still not so sure that I'm not still so sure that, his body is even in that grave where they're saying he is. How does a dead man call you on the phone after he's died? Did my mom and I have a supernatural experience? Or did he fake his death and then call us on the phone? I don't know. Uh, my grandpa was an interesting person. You're so welcome, sweetheart. Keep me updated. I'm here for you. I'm just going to take a little break. Wow. That is so interesting. I see, and that's what I mean by like, even though we don't have our rental car, like I don't like to I call it ghost hunting, but I really should, out of respect for the dead, be calling it spirit hunting. And being a death doula, which is somebody we're life and death midwives. We're there, for the family when a baby's born in case something bad happens. We're there for family when somebody's terminal, or we're there for family when somebody has passed away. But I wanted to take my death doula-ing a little bit further and started to explore the other side, because there are spirits that need a lot of help so that they can either move on or come back. And I really do believe that we all choose each other. After all the research I've done, after all the experiences I've had, after being an avid ghost hunter the last couple years, especially here on YouTube, and living in a haunted house, in a creepy graveyard, in an incredibly haunted city. Yeah. I have a lot of these different beliefs, like, that make sense to science. Maybe not religion so much, but yet religion literally talks about this kind of science. Spirituality literally talks about this kind of science. I really do believe that we choose each other. You chose him to be your grandpa, and you never know. He might choose one of your kids, or you in the future, or someone in the future, to come back. Um, oh, that's interesting. My family's from Missouri, Kansas City. My uncle is in the Missouri Music Hall of Fame. His name is Speedy Haworth. He was best friends with Porter Wagner and played music with him for years. Porter Wagner's the godfather of country music. My mom was born and raised in Kansas City. My grandmother was born and raised in Kansas City. My great grandmother settled there when she came from Europe. Uh, yeah, that's where everybody's from. I grew up in Kansas City for a little bit. I was not born there, but my grandfather was from LA, but I always thought he was from Kansas City, but he was lying. He was from Los Angeles. I found a letter after everybody passed away that let me know that he was from Los Angeles. And I've always wanted to go to Los Angeles so that I could look in their records in LA County to try to find out more information about my family. But I've not had the time to. Every time I go to LA, it's like, okay, you're here for 24 hours. Now get on the mic and sing. We're in the studio. It's daytime. Yeah, I love Kansas City. You know, the channel Sam and Colby, XPLR, they're from Kansas City too. That's why I like that channel so much. And it's been so weird. Like, I've actually worn their hoodie, the XPLR hoodie, when I'm doing like my Estes methods and ghost hunting, and they literally the spirits will spell out XPLR. Like, it was so weird. They can read what the chat says. They're telepathic, just like humans are and animals. Yeah, it's been interesting. The spirit box has been interesting. Like, sometimes we'll get people who are alive who come into the chat. Sometimes there'll be thought transmission through the spirit box, or the spirit will say their name or something relative to them, and then they'll come in the chat and I'll be like, oh yeah, the spirit box was talking about you and this and blah blah blah, and they'll be like, oh wow, that happened. A friend of mine went missing, and I kind of just gave up looking for him, and the spirit box said his name not too long ago. So I got back into the idea of maybe trying to find him again. And then I swear to God, like a day later, World News was talking about him. And I was like, welcome to the Twilight Zone. Anyways, I'm going to take a 5-minute break and I'll be right back. I am going to end this live pretty soon because I need to get ready for the next live so that we can do the Haunted Slumber Party tonight. And I got to get the speaker box on the charger. So I'll just take it to do that now. And I'll be right back. Where is that castle? I've always wanted to go. My friend grew up in a medieval castle in Scotland. In fact, it was Castle Forsyth. It's the last castle that Queen Mary of Scots spent her last night of freedom in. Always wanted to go there and ghost hunt. It's in Kansas City, really. I haven't been to Kansas City since I was about 5 years old. I'm going to check that castle out. I'll be right back, darling. It's so nice to meet you. Thank you so much for coming by the Chammy. I will be back in a few minutes. You can hang out or come back tonight. But yeah, keep me updated. It's been really great meeting you. I'm going to go use the little girl's room, put this on the charger, and I'll be right back. about that. Oh God, it smells. Why do I even have that on? So sorry. So sorry about that, ding dong. I apologize, and I'm fantastic. Yeah, Google sauerkraut. Okay, is it? How do? I'm sure I can figure out how to pronounce it. Google will tell me. Let's see. All I remember about Kansas City is the snow, and my sister broke her foot, and my dad frying an egg on the street. It was so hot one summer. Oh, that's really beautiful. It is so cool. 1871 to 1873. Am I saying it right? Is it sour? Sayers? Sawyer. Okay. That's what I thought. Sawyer. All right. What time is it? Okay, it's almost 10 o'clock. I'm going to do the free collective message. I like to do a Romance Angels card usually. See what we need to know about love. So it is safe for you to love. For anyone out there who might get this, open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all, which is love, and retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. That's so interesting because I'm about to get offline and go disconnect a little bit before I do the next live, before I do the slumber party, which is a lot different from the happy hours. So be good to yourself with your thoughts. Take note of these photos. Okay. And I'll be back in a little bit, guys, with the slumber party. Yeah. Thanks so much. Thanks so much, Dizzy, for coming by. It's nice to meet you. It's great to have Kansas City in the chat. Let's see who else came by today. Thank you, Rosie Wine, for coming by and hanging out. Thank you, Ari, for coming and hanging out. I hope to see the rest of you later at the slumber party tonight. Talk to you soon. Kalanita. You're so welcome. Thank you.